Hey everyone, this is Dre Say. Dre Say, let's talk about it, people. We're going to continue to talk about it. Hey man, we have a real banger here today. We have Mr. Elon Musk and his group, his company Neuralink. They've done it. They say they have implanted a microchip in or on the brain of a human subject, a human test subject. And Mr. Elon Musk has already reported that this human test subject is doing well, is recovering, and actually the microchip is actually showing signs that it is starting to adapt and it is starting to make progress. So, man, this is real big news in the science world, in life. I mean, hey, is this a great technology or is this catapulting us into the end times? I don't know, people. I'm excited to say the least. It's exciting news. I say, hey, at Dre say, let's talk about it. Let's get into this video, people. This is a real interesting subject matter. Let's get into this here. Here we go.
In the latest update from Elon Musk's brain implant company Neuralink, we have learned the fate of their very first human patient. Neuralink has begun the most controversial medical experiment of the 21st century, bringing science fiction into a real world that might not be ready for the consequences of a cyborg revolution. Neuralink has arrived. Now, what comes next?
Uh oh, people. Neuralink has arrived. Now, what comes next? I mean, that's the question in my head. What comes next? What are we in for here, people? Let's get back into the video, guys.
On Sunday, January 28th, 2024, Elon Musk's Neuralink carried out their first robotic operation on a human brain. The patient was implanted with a total of 64 wires directly into the tissue of their cerebral cortex, each wire containing 16 microscopic electrode sensors, and then a very small battery-powered computer device was nestled inside this person's skull before the incision was sealed up and the N1 chip was powered on for the first time inside a live human being. Elon Musk has confirmed that patient 0 survived the procedure in good health and is recovering well. Elon also noted that the Neuralink device has already begun to show promising neuron spike detection. Ever since the concept was introduced 8 years ago, Neuralink has felt like a purely speculative techno fantasy, but in 2024, Neuralink is real and it works. He did it. He really did it. Elon put a Fitbit inside someone's skull. So now what? Well, Elon Musk promises that the first Neuralink product that will be tested is called telepathy. And by that, he means the first software application that will harness the capability of the N1 device that is currently resting inside the skull of at least one human being. I'm not getting over that anytime soon. Neuralink's telepathy will enable the user to control a smartphone or computer simply by thinking.
Wow. Okay. There it is. There it is, people. Telepathy. So they're going to be. So this is how they're going to use this technology. Man, this is awesome, awesome news. So it looks like here that they're going to be able to control anywhere from a gaming station to a smartphone, a laptop, computers. They'll be able to, text thinking how to play the game, thinking what they're doing, thinking the move that they're going to make next in the video game, thinking the next text they're going to text on the smartphone. Man, like you said, what's next? This is interesting. This is real. It's cool, scary, interesting. Let's keep following this. What's going on? Let's go back to the video, people. Here we go.
And by extension, the Neuralink patient can use telepathy to control any external device that is connected to their computer or smartphone. So in theory, telepathy should allow the user to reach out and control pretty much anything. It is important to acknowledge right now that Neuralink has not just created a superhuman cyborg. In fact, our patient zero and all of the other initial users of Neuralink are people suffering from an extreme physical disability, full body paralysis. So the
Oh, okay. Okay, so now they're getting into it a little bit. So this right now is for full body paralysis patients. Okay, now I get it. I can dig it. I can see. So they're giving them the opportunity to get a little bit of life back. Be able to do some things that they were unable to do before. Now, man, that's awesome. I would say that's awesome. That's a good thing. But you know how it always begins in the movies. It's always for a good reason. The next thing you know, you got a cyborg attack, or next thing everybody lining up. Put your hand out, get this chip. Please, let's chip you, you die. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. To say the least, this could be really good news, really scary news, or just the Bible being truthful, being unfolded right in front of our eyes right here. I don't know. Let's keep on watching this, man. But from right now, my standpoint, it looks very positive, something good. So we're going to keep watching it. Here we go.
The purpose of this first clinical trial for Neuralink is to help restore some level of autonomy to people who have the least. The initial application that Neuralink has demonstrated is telepathic typing and cursor control. Just by thinking about the movement of the cursor on a computer screen, the Neuralink will enable a user to write messages, open applications, browse the web, and even play video games.
Wow.
This is all stuff that has already been demonstrated in the company's monkey experiments for years now. So this is what we can assume the first human Neuralink users are doing right now. And as Elon pointed out, if you can use a smartphone, you can operate any smart device that is linked to that phone. So even
Wow. Oh man. Okay. So a little deeper into this. So they can actually use their smartphone. So they can connect to the smartphone. Looks like they can connect to the whole house. Cameras, laptop, security system, doors, locking doors, the television. I mean, hey, that's really, really, really smart, really intelligent, really good technology, man. It seems like but like I said, it's all, when we're watching the movie, like what was it, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It always begin. It looks like it's so harmless, helpful, but then the robots are taking over. I don't know, man. It looks very, very cool to me, man, right now. So let's get back into this video. You tell me what you think about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Dre say, let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about this. We talk about everything. Here we go.
without having to move or speak, a patient could change their thermostat, dim the lights, open the blinds, activate the Roomba, lock their doors. All of these Internet of Things enabled devices are now accessible through Neuralink telepathy. But that's not all that Elon Musk has in mind for Neuralink's first human trials. Elon also teased that Neuralink is working on a second application that will join telepathy. This one is called Blind Sight. Elon has been surprisingly optimistic in recent months that even an early version of Neuralink could restore eyesight to the blind. The idea here is that the N1 implant could be used to beam digital vision from a camera directly into the brain. This one is a little further out, but in theory, it is possible. So, with telepathy, the Neuralink device is being used exclusively as a transmitter. The implanted wires are picking up neural activation signals from inside the cerebral cortex, and then those signals are converted into computer language by the N1 chip and broadcast via Bluetooth into a nearby computer.
Wow. Now that's man, that's brilliant. To say the least, that's brilliant, man. These people are brilliant. Like I truly believe, like God said, He said in the Bible, "Let us make man in our own image." I know everyone likes to give, aliens and I say that demons, credit for man being so intelligent and coming up with so many things. But you got to think about it, man. Those are powerful words. What God said, "Let us create man in our image." And that's if we're in the image of God, man, we are able to do some amazing things, some out, some really just mind blowing things. Just if we put our minds to it, we can do it. Like that's when you was a kid, they said all the time, you can do anything you want to do. You can be who you want to be. And that's the truth, man. We can do a whole lot if we just put our minds to it. All right, hey, let's get back into this video, guys.
Or device. If this is possible, then it would stand to reason that you could flip the process and transmit digital information from a device through Bluetooth into the N1 implant, which would then convert the digital signal into neuron activations. To accomplish this, the implant would send electrical pulses through the tiny wires into the brain tissue to stimulate the neuron response. If those wires were implanted directly into the visual cortex region of the brain, the specific patterns of neuron activation should be interpreted by the brain as visual input. So even a person who has never seen with their eyes before would be able to visualize the world around them. Now, this won't be anything like having real eyesight, but a low resolution black and white image should be possible as long as we can activate the right neurons in the right patterns. Imagine something like an old Atari video game from the 1970s, where each pixel on the screen is either on or off. The graphics were very limited, but you could still create a recognizable image. And just like video game technology has improved over the decades to become more and more detailed, the same thing could be done with this new digital brain vision. Only progress will happen much, much faster thanks to machine learning. Hey everyone.
There you have it, people. Um, this is big news. I'm not a technology guy myself, but I believe that this is some really big news coming out of Elon Musk headquarters at our Neuralink. Man, these people are brilliant. They have successfully implanted this chip on the brain of a live human subject, man. And that's amazing. We're going to continue to watch it. I have another video I want you guys to watch of a neurologist. She's actually going to break it down a little bit, a little more in depth, what this microchip is from Neuralink. Here we go, people. Let's get into this video. Okay, people. Now, once again, Dre say, let's talk about it. I said we were going to have this next video. This young lady, she's a neurologist. She's going to go a little bit more in depth into this technology from Mr. Elon Musk and Neuralink. Here we go, people. Let's get right into this video. Here we go.
Joining us now for more is Dr. Leah Kroll, Assistant Professor of Neurology at Temple University. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us. First, wanted to start out with your reaction to this announcement by Neuralink.
Thanks for having me, Lindsay. My reaction is one of hope and excitement. I mean, we have years before this pans out fully, but we're talking about having a medical miracle potentially within our grasp in the future.
And you're a neurologist. In layman terms here, in theory, how does all this work?
Yes. Okay. So the way this works is that Neuralink has designed a device that works like an electrode or a specialized sensor. And that device is implanted into the brain of someone who is neurologically impaired. And what that device does is it reads the electrical signals that our brain cells are sending each other constantly. And ultimately, those signals are translated into action outside of the body. So in the case of Neuralink, those signals are being translated into the ability to control a computer or a phone.
And talk about potential dangers here.
Yeah, well, the earliest danger that we think about is just complications from the procedure. Look, no matter how small the device is, brains.
That's my concern. That's my question right now is side effects, long-term trauma to the subject matter. How is it going to play out? That's the question. So let's hear what this young lady has to say here. Let's get back into it.
Surgery is brain surgery. And of course, we take that very, very seriously. Beyond those initial safety concerns about, the device itself, it becomes a question of how well does this work and does it put anything in jeopardy? Is it going to be vulnerable to a hacker, for example? Are the
Now, oh, that's really tricky right there. Could you imagine that? Some hacker gets a hold of this technology in someone's head and they start controlling this paraplegic person and making them say all kind of things over the computer monitor, and they think it's funny, it's a joke. Man, that would be real bad. That would look really bad. So that is a really big thing to look into. So I'm quite sure these people, they're going to continue to tweak and make sure they get all the kinks out, all the bugs out before, because like she said earlier, it's going to be a while before it get out to the masses. So they're going to continue to just get this right before they bring it out. Let's get back into this video.
electrical signals going to be misfired, misinterpreted? Things like that will really need to be worked out before we're ready to roll this out to the masses.
Would you say, though, looking at this now, the benefits outweigh the potential risks?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I need more information. We're starting with the first human clinical trial here for Neuralink, so I can't say for sure that the benefits definitely outweigh the risks for everyone. But what I can tell you is that when somebody loses a neurologic function for whatever reason, the idea that we would be able to give it back to them is so huge, so groundbreaking, and so meaningful. It's hard to imagine, anything more beneficial for those patients. I truly cannot express how much it would mean to them. And so I'm really rooting for this, and I think all neurologists are.
I'm with the neurologist on this, and I'm rooting for this as well, for the reasons why they say that they're bringing it out for completely paralyzed individuals, give them an opportunity to have some of their life back, a little piece of livelihood back, getting into, technology where they can even lock their own doors. They can even dim their own lights. They can talk and communicate with their family now a little better. All they have to do is think this message that they want to say, and someone will be able to understand what they're saying. So I'm rooting for this as of right now. Uh, but scientists have lied before in the past to us, so we don't know. Let's just keep our eyes on this.
And when you say someone who would lose neurologic function, who is a primary candidate for this type of technology?
Right now, Neuralink is focusing on people who are paralyzed. That could be from a brain injury, a stroke, a spinal cord injury. Other companies that are researching brain-machine interfaces are focusing more on people who have lost language capabilities. So there's a lot of different avenues that this can take.
And talk about the timeline from now until the masses might be able to receive something like this.
We're talking years. The Neuralink trial is set to go on for 6 years. And so we'll see where we're at after that. But this is just the first trial. So I think we're talking about the foreseeable future. We're talking about within my lifetime as a physician, probably being able to use something like this to treat patients, but we're still years away.
It really all is so fast.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. We're still years away. Like I said before, these people are very intelligent. They're going to continue to work on it and make sure they get everything people ready. Dumb it down a little bit and make sure that we can use it. But yeah. So this is real. This is breaking news, man. This is really interesting news to me. Like I said before, I'm not a real techie guy, but I saw this and I'm like, man, this is interesting. And as Dre said, we talk about everything, and this is something to talk about here.
Fascinating and happening so fast. Dr. Leah Kroll, we thank you so much for your time and insight.
Thank you.
All right, people. They heard it from the horse's mouth. Neuralink, they've done it. What do you think about this, people? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said before, we're going to continue to bring up interesting topics. You know, different avenues of the way people think, what people think about this. Man, this is open forum. Talk to me. Comment and let us know how you feel about this. Let us know what you think this is going to go to. I'm not sure yet, so I'm having high hopes, but let's see. Let's continue to watch it. And hey, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Dre say, let's talk about it. We're going to continue to talk about it, people. Here we go.